At last, the Jedi will... Blah, blah, blah. At last, we will have our revenge. What's up, everybody? We are checking out the SDCC 2024 exclusive Darth Maul and SITH speeder. Let's check out the packaging. Immediate impression through the window, frankly, was, oh, wow, man, I wanted this ever since I was a kid. Now, I have the vintage Darth Maul. I have a few vintage figures, but I haven't gone deep in that line. I've decided to only focus on the vehicles. But I love Darth Maul. I've loved him ever since episode 1. I'm one of those people that's a fan of the prequels. I'm one of those people that's a fan of Rey. You know, it is what it is. I just love Star Wars, and I find reasons to accept things, you know? So that was my immediate impression, that trip down nostalgia lane, memory lane, and I guess unfulfilled wishes lane. And now here we are, man. And I knew this was a must-have. It was on eBay, and it is on eBay for like over $100, but I got them from Hasbro for retail. Hell yes! So let's check out the rest of what we've got going on here. 6-inch scale, entertainment-inspired vehicle design. Quick look at the other side. A deadly, agile Sith Lord, sinister Darth Maul is a formidable warrior and scheming mastermind. You know, he didn't impress me as a scheming mastermind in the prequel. Well, in the one movie he was in. The Sith speeder does not use weapons, shields, or sensors. Instead, you know, it just kind of like flies around. Let's get him out. All right, Darth Maul on his Sith speeder. Quick note, while you're taking him out of the box, he comes with those plastic ties double wrapped around his foot, and if you miss them, you might yank and you might warp his foot or something, so be careful with that. But otherwise, the footrests have pegs, and you can insert the foot. It's a really easy insertion there. It's an easy insertion. And he sits no problem on the chair. His butt is resting on the chair, and he's got good posture. The handlebars actually have movement. So you could lift them, you could put them down, and that is really chill. That's a cool feature. We'll take a look at how durable everything is when we get him off. But just a word on that, he can fit with both feet attached to the pegs, and that's really, really dope. So right now I still have him with the plastic ties on his hand, or both hands, so I'm gonna get that off carefully. All right, let's take a quick look at the Sith speeder. This here has some flexibility to it. It's a softer plastic, but it's attached. It's not intended to move. No other moving parts anywhere. There's some give to the headrest. That's cool. There's a softness to the seat and the headrest. Wow, even this cushion down here is kind of soft. That's pretty chill. All this is really soft. That's nice, man. Some really good weathering, shading effect. It comes with a stand, which is a nice addition. You've got wobble to either side. Show you what that looks like. Wobble, 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 wobble. Forward, down, forward, up, down. Over here at the handlebars, one of mine is a little warped, but the handlebars will go all the way down for you. Check that out. You can just completely tuck them. This is not a cheap, flimsy piece. You see that? There's a density to it, even though I'm sure there are some hollow cavities in this piece. Really nice. That's dope, yo. Also comes with this probe droid, I guess. I like this. I've got a growing collection of these things. Yeah, I've got this one from Grand Moff Tarkin. His double-bladed lightsaber. You can separate it and dual wield, or you can attach them there and give him that double-ended staff look. Very dope. His monocular or trinocular, I don't know what the hell this is called. Maybe it said it on the box, but it's nice. I mean, maybe he looks through this side. Goes to show you I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, Darth Maul, immediate impression. Hell yes, I'm loving the cloak. Hell yes, I love that it's fabric, it's soft goods and not plastic. And this is a grail figure for me. Even without the Sith speeder, this was a grail figure for me. You know what else is a grail vehicle for me? The Sith Infiltrator. Man, I'd love that in 1/12 scale. Hell yes. Or even in, I mean, I know it's come out in 1/18 scale some years ago. And it's a nice piece, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't have it. So that was an immediate impression there. Look underneath. You've got his black robes. Minimal wobble crunch at the waist. You've got tilt, smooth rotation, down with the head, not much up. You can swivel all the way, no problem, even though he has that. This is really dope. I like this. I like all this pleated part here. Really nice. Swivel. Forward. Single jointed knee, but look at that. That is dope. Any boot rotation. Yo, he has boot swivel. Excellent. Excellent. My other Darth Maul figures don't have boot swivel. Well, not all of them. Toe down, toe up, very nice and generous rocker. This is a dope Darth Maul. This is instantly my best Darth Maul and a Grail fulfillment. Like, there's no disappointment with this figure for me. This is absolutely dope. I hope this here doesn't break down over time, because it is kind of like only about a 1/2 inch stitch all the way down. But this is a wonderful figure. I love his gauntlets, or his gloves rather. So dope, so dope, so dope. Hell yes. Yo, I have a nice, decent collection of SITH. Hell yes. And speaking of which, let's transition over to today's themed comparison. We're looking at Darth Mauls. These are all the Darth Mauls that I have. These two guys are relatively similar, just kind of like different pants and upper attire. But for the most part, they're relatively the same. This one has a really boss face portrait. This one more cartoony. But they don't really have boot swivel either. They swivel at the knee. But that's much higher up than if you had boot swivel down here, at least a 1/2 inch. And it makes a difference when you're posing figures. But they do technically have knee swivel. This figure, as dope as he looks, does not have boot swivel. So that's just really disappointing, but he is really, really dope. This is, I think, Sith Apprentice, I believe, Darth Maul. These are gaming greats. I think this might be like Clone Wars. I don't remember what this is. I'm not really sure, forgive me. But my Darth Maul collection grows, and I think it is awesome. And this is hands down the best one. And easily one of my favorite Black Series figures. Hell yeah, very, very dope. Darth Maul is in the house. We're going to finish out the themed comparison by bringing out some of the other figures I've gotten recently, whether it be from Pile of Loot, from BBTS, or maybe some really inexpensive buys from Amazon or whatever. But let's check them out. I picked up the ever popular Rey. And this is a figure that I customized a little bit. She comes with a really long, bizarre ankle length skirt in the front and the back with a slit. So I just kind of like cut it in the back so that it's form fitting. And I gave it a little curvature here in the front. And now she is much more mobile and dynamic. She has a pretty good amount of range there at the knee. She's got her swivel going on. And I think she's more ready for combat like this. I'm a Rey fan, as I mentioned before, I think. And hey, the popularity just grows. I've also picked up, as I try to build out my Imperial army, I picked up Grand Moff Tarkin for like 10 bucks on Amazon. Like, yo, you can't beat that. And I also picked up Vice Admiral Rampart, as we continue to build out that army of Imperial officers, or that cabinet of Imperial officers, right? So very, very cool. I don't think I have any other Star Wars figures handy and around that I've bought recently. No disappointments with this figure, not in the speeder, not in anywhere of his articulation. I love the soft goods. The portrait is really, really tough. Had to have him, got him, and at retail. Hell yes. As always, everybody, thank you so much for coming out and sharing in the experience of collecting toys as an adult. And I hope you're able to keep coming back and share some experiences too. Until next time, everybody, thank goodness it's playtime.